Hi, this is Wino from St. Vitus.
And Dave Chandler from St. Vitus.
You're listening to Maximum Threshold.
Light the bong. Now.
Automatic defense procedures initiated.
What we've got here is
maximum voltage, maximum power, maximum carnage. This is Maximum Threshold. Call the show at
440-709-4977.
Maximum Threshold. And here's your hosts, Dom.
He's unstable, or possibly worse. He's actually quite smart. He just makes errors of judgment along the way. Test one.
That's right. We will prevail. That is Randomized, starting off the show tonight here in Maximum Threshold Radio. And tonight we're going to have on the show Christian Palin, which is the frontman for this band, calling in tonight all the way from Finland. So, hey, man, we got a kick-ass show for you tonight. Not only do we have I want to say this is a very international episode for you guys. It's a real treat. We got almost the whole side of almost the whole world covered. We got the States, we have Finland, and we have Australia on the show tonight. So it's going to be pretty cool, man. We're at Cross On. If you guys were listening to the pre-show, I was playing some Cross On and also played some Randomized. So I was really digging it, really getting into that stuff. and just having a blast. So I'm really enjoying this. I think it's going to be a fun show. It's going to be a fast-moving show. Just stick around, man. You're going to love this one. This is going to be cool, especially if you're going to download this show. If you're going to download this show, you're going to hear all the interviews that we have, all three of them tonight. But if you're listening to us live, right now, you'll be able to hear all this music tonight. For the most part, we're going to have to cut out a bunch of the music throughout the evening just because of copyright and royalties and all that other horse shit. It's not even our part. I don't even want to talk about it. This isn't the forum for it. But it's going to be a fun show, man. Stick around. Enjoy it. Plus, we also have the hard rock, rock and metal news segment. Everyone's favorite. It's going to be on. We have that in a little bit. So give me about 5 more minutes and we'll be giving Christian a call. And that's what we're going to do. So I want to get back to the music here and play something for ya. Let's see here. So yeah. Let me turn my mic down. I don't want to be blowing you guys' ears up. Okay. How's that? Do I sound sexy? Do I have my my skinny voice on? I'm wearing skinny pants. Well, really, it's whenever you gain 10 more pounds, your pants become really tight, so they become skinny pants. So there you go. Let's get Christian on the phone. Let's see if this thing works. I've never tried this before. This time we're actually contacting each other through Facebook. Let's see. I hope this works. Oh, let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Well, that's pretty cool. Let's see. Yeah, that works. Share. Let's see. Are you ringing? Oh, hey, check it out.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, man. You sound good.
All right, that's great.
Nice, man.
I took a good spot, at my home because I'm living really close to the forest. So, and it's, that kind of apartments may give trouble.
I hear you, man. So what's going on?
Kind of tired. It's late, but, it's rock and roll. Life is rock and roll.
Yeah,
no problem.
Yeah, it's like, what, 3:15 in the morning over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
like 4 hours ago, I went out to, for a running 14 kilometers only. So, but it's what I do on the weekend to keep my shape okay.
I just made some fettuccine Alfredo, so I made some real fattening food.
Oh, but that's good too. It's Saturday.
That's right. And Monday, I'll probably have the same thing, leftovers.
Yeah, and tomorrow is Sunday, fun day.
Yeah, so I'm
better than a Monday.
I gotta stay away from that stuff tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
So for everybody who's
how are you holding up?
I'm doing pretty good, man. And I'm one thing I'm really excited about is actually how do I sound? Am I coming in clear over there to you?
Oh, really? It's like you were here. It's really
nice.
easy to comprehend and hear everything. Yeah,
nice. I was scared about this bandwidth. Facebook is a real bandwidth sucker. It sucks up all your bandwidth.
Oh yes.
And it shuts your browsers down and your feeds and everything.
A lot of complications.
Yep.
Yeah. And I hate, Skype. I'm not the guy to be on Skype. Yeah. I don't know how to say in English. The word, hermitaneous or something like that. Yeah.
I hear you. I understand that. For the people who aren't familiar who you are and the bands you are on, you want to give them a brief bio on yourself?
Oh, yes. My name is Christian Palin. I am a singer and frontman of Randomize, and I'm singing too in the other band, Panorama, but I guess we're going to talk later about that.
Nice. And for the music style, we started off the show tonight with Grieve No More, and before that, I was dipping in and listening to some other cool stuff like Myopathy and a couple other tracks off your latest release, and man, this is some good shit, man. I wish I was really prepared so I could really, dive into the music and really let it absorb it. And man, but just giving it a couple runs through, man, it's really captures you, man. And the singing is phenomenal.
That's an honor to hear, from your mouth, because it was a long work and 7 years without being signed, and then I realized I needed to change, some things in the band, like playing myself the guitar and produce the whole music. In my past, I was all the time, asking musicians, hey, can you play my riff? Hey, can you play that? And, people are busy and they don't care. So I said, I will put my, I will be a man. I will start to train, the electric guitar. I'm a music teacher, but it doesn't give any sense if you don't do anything.
Yeah.
So I started to train like 6 years the guitar. I started with the gent music, periphery, Metallica, and
riffs. Yeah.
And now we have randomized.
Gotcha. Yeah, this is
new album.
This is good stuff, man. I got to definitely delve into your older material that you have and your other projects, because just by listening to the vocals that you put down, man, it just sounds like there's just so much heart and soul that you're putting into them all.
Yeah, a lot of emotion, I guess, and it was an honest, record, really honest. I made it at home in my home studio. Actually, I had to, send you a picture. It's a really, homemade studio.
Oh, that's cool.
But with a lot of heart.
Mm-hmm. That's how you do it, man. You just go in the basement or wherever you're at and just put your stuff in there and just soundproof it and just plug everything in.
Oh, yes.
And do what you got to do.
Hey, oh, yes. Hey, I would like to give thanks to Axel, for being a good friend for the band, the guy from the Rock and Roll Promotions, Germany. I never forget the people who helped me.
I understand that. He's really out there, man. You got a good guy there with him, because he's always pimping out the bands and pushing them out there, and especially coming up to the radio, the media people, and just putting it out there to them to really grasp this new music that he has. And then once we get turned on to it, it's like full circle. Then we come back to you and we appreciate that. And so it's great seeing something like that as a great middleman who really believes in you.
I'm really honored to be in your broadcast, and
thank you.
I want to give you thanks for that too.
Nice. I really appreciate that. So let's talk a little bit about your band makeup. The people that with your band helped you put this together and everything.
Let's say Randomize started the saga, in 2003.
Mm-hmm.
It was really hard in the beginning. We went around Europe doing warm-ups for I don't know if it's a Canadian band or an American band. Let me remember. The band was Tourniquet.
Okay.
Do you know that band?
I've heard of them.
And then we were playing with Swedish bands like In Flames, and then Hammerfall, and many others, big bands. And we were in the beginning. We were like gothic metal in the beginning. I didn't like the style. And then the second album was more like, going to be metalcore. But the beginning of Randomize was kind of in the gospel scene. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to go out because my musicians were, gospel musicians. Yeah. And, you have to start from somewhere.
Yeah.
And it was okay. Then we changed the band, vision to go out of the box, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is how we are. This is who we are now. I'm leading the band and taking care of my guys. We are going to announce next year. We have a new drummer. He's 23 and he's killer, man.
Nice.
He's killer. Yeah. A lot of things coming on, and I'm waiting, And I would like to tour America My friend, Dennis Ward is now touring America with Mr. Gus G.
Oh,
I don't know
gotcha.
if you know that.
Yeah, I didn't know he was with them, man. Yeah, Gus just put out a new one just a couple months ago. That was pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's the former guitar player of Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what do you think about that, with him popping out of that gig?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
It sounds like something you would stick with.
Yeah, I got it.
Let's see here. So I was checking out to cover your record. I was briefly talking to you a while back about it. To cover your record, you want to give the people a little brief on who made it and the idea and the concept behind it?
It was I don't remember the name. Sorry, I'm
That's
really
all right.
bad to remember sometimes. But it was some metal artwork. Fuck, I forgot the guy name. But he did hell of a job, man. We sent the music, Grip No More, and the guy did the artwork, out of the blue like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really, amazed by his work. Yeah,
That's pretty.
and
good.
of course Axel was behind all this shit, Yeah.
How'd you find him?
I was in touch because of Panorama with my guitar player Sammy Lasagni, and then Lasagni told me, "Hey, you should be in contact with Axel. He's a professional guy." And I said, "Okay, let's give it a try." I sent him, randomized tracks, and just in a moment he called me back and he said, "Hey, let's do something," and everything happened, really fast.
Nice.
Even that, radio interview with you, it's out of the blue, everything, and I'm really, honored.
Mm-hmm. I understand that. I'm right there with you, man. It's real cool to get you on here and just to talk about the band. Like I said, when I first heard your music, it was this week, and
Wow.
once I checked out the song, 'cause I was helping them put the promotion out on our website, and so I put up the release was coming out, and he had the little video clip. So I'm like, usually I don't really check them out. I just put them up there and just promote it. But I went and listened to it this time, and it was something that it caught me and it pulled me into it. And when I find something like that and it has that it factor to it, I gotta pursue it. And I always take things to the next level. I do the same thing when I watch some stupid horror flicks. I see a good horror flick, and it's like, okay, well, this is like really corny or something. I want to talk to these people who were in this movie and find out more details about it. The insides of it. And I just get that connection, and I just feel like I need to be part of it. And with Randomized here,
I really feel you.
And I just felt like I had to be part of it, and that's why I reached out to you. And it was real cool to see that you were, acceptance and all that.
Of course, I'm a humble guy. I'm not the show guy to be on radio. I'm not like Conan O'Brien to talk bullshit all the time. He's a nice guy, but I like to be honest with people. And human beings have the sense to see if you're fake or not, right?
Oh yeah.
Maybe you saw some honesty in our music, some heart of the '80s, the warrior heart, like Rocky Balboa on the ring.
Yep.
I am like that guy, I do MMA, I do gym, I do martial arts, so you can hear that kind of stories, through the tracks.
Mm-hmm. Who's the one that you're following in MMA right now?
Well, he's old, but let me spell in English. Difficult to say in English. Well, let me try.
That's all right.
Cortel. It's Cortel.
Okay.
No, I don't know his name. And there are some Brazil guys like Da Silva.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a fan.
Have you seen him fighting?
Oh yeah, I have.
He was coached by Mr. Seagal in a good moment.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't watch too much TV, so I train in a fight club in Finland, and I have fun with the guys.
Nice. How's the music scene going on over there in Finland right now?
Metal.
Yeah.
It's just metal. I guess Finland is going through a dark moment because the hip hop music is rising here. Hip hop in Finnish language, but hip hop is dying again, because it's just a flow for a moment. So.
Yeah.
It's business,
Oh yeah, I've always looked at like hip hop and R&B music. I mean, that's in pop music. It's music it captures you, but just for a short period of time. Unlike metal and hard rock and things like that, the heavier stuff that stick with you through course of time. And you look at classic rock, it wasn't pop. It was something that was different, and it's something that sticks with you. And it's same like metal. Metal do the same thing. And plus, metal fans, they're all around the world, and it's like a big family. And it's unlike that in pop and hip hop.
Yeah, I feel, for me, hip hop, with no offense, it's like cancer, and rock and roll is the doctor, who brings illness for the body.
That's right. Nice. Let's see here. Just a couple more things. We'll let you get going. How can people get a hold of your music?
I don't know. Follow us on Facebook, and soon I'm doing an Instagram. I hate to be on the media, but you have to work.
Yeah.
It's the only way. And soon we are going to do a music video with Randomize, and let's see what happens. I'm waiting. I believe there is a law of attraction. In this universe, if you work hard, you get things. To work by your side, right?
That's right.
But if you're a lazy guy, if you have doubts on yourself, well, this is what you got, right?
That's right.
You have to be a fighter, a warrior.
Yep. I hear you. Let's see. You have any websites where we can direct people to?
A randomized website is under construction, but for the moment we have only that Facebook. This Facebook, that's us. What we can do.
Well, I'll do everything I can to help push the word over there to get people to gravitate over to your Facebook page. And then when you get your website up, then we'll definitely put links up on our front page and do what we can do. Christian, could you do us a quick favor?
Yes.
Can you do a promo ID for a radio show? Just say your name, the band you're with, you're listening to Maximum Threshold, and throw something crazy out at the end of it and don't put no thought into it.
All right. I can do it.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay, this is Maximum Threshold, and my name is Christian Palin. I am the singer of Randomize. Have a good time in America. Soon I'm coming over there.
Nice. Hey, Christian, man, I thank you, man, for checking us out and being on the show here with us tonight. And what song do you want me to play for you off the latest release?
You can choose. You can choose whatever you want, right?
Okay, I'll play My Apathy, man, because that's a heavy-ass track.
Hey, thank you so much, and have a nice night. I don't know what time is it there.
It's only 8:30.
All right, so not that bad.
Have a good one, man.
Hey,
yeah.
And regards to your family and the listeners, and have a nice moment.
You too, man.
Hey, rock and roll.
That's right, man.
Okay, that's the spirit.
Take care, man.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And here's My Apathy, Randomize, here on Maximum Threshold Radio. Christian, man, thanks again for being on the show tonight. You rock, man. Horns up, fists in the air, baby.
Will Hey guys, this is Ron from YouTube's Rock and Metal News, and this is your Maximum Threshold Rock and Metal News report. Darkest Hour have announced an early 2018 tour. Support comes from Whores and Extinction AD. Check their official websites for the tour dates. And Beartooth are currently in Red Bull Studios in New York and also hitting LA studios as they work on their new full-length album. Caleb Shomo looks like to be the main man writing and recording the songs on his own and recording most of the instruments himself, so stay tuned for any updates. And Avenged Sevenfold have released a live video as they performed acoustically, playing the song Roman Sky. They performed on October the 19th, 2017 at the Clive Davis Theater at the Grammy Museum in Los Angeles, California. The full live show was released December 8th, and their new live acoustic album is titled Live at the Grammy Museum. A portion of the proceeds from the album will go towards the education initiatives of the Grammy Museum. Continuing with your MaximumThreshold.net rock and metal news, Behemoth have announced another reunion show. They will be playing special shows on December 14th and 15th, and they're called Mary Chrysler shows. They're going to play in Warsaw, Poland, and ex-drummer Bal Ravenlock and ex-guitarist and bassist Les will join them on stage. Nurgle has advised that they will be playing the first song the band wrote together called Cursed Angel of Doom. And a new song from Orphanland is now streaming on YouTube. Century Media released a video and the digital single from their new song called Like Orpheus. It's off their new upcoming album called Unsung Prophets and Dead Messiahs, which is going to be out January 26th. Like Orpheus features guest vocals by Blind Guardian's Hansi Kirsch, so you can check that out on YouTube. And finally, Soulfly have announced that they will enter the studio in January of 2018 to record the follow-up to 2015's Archangel. The album could be out by summer 2018 through Nuclear Blast if all goes well. The as yet untitled album will be recorded with Josh Wilbur. They hint to return to tribal elements and roots-like concepts, so stay tuned. This is Ron from YouTube's Rock and Metal News with a Z, and this has been your Maximum Threshold Rock and Metal News report. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, there you go, man. That's some brand new Corrosion of Conformity with Cast of First Stone. That's exclusive here. Right here, man. You get to hear it here on Maximum Threshold Radio. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Oh, man. And if you were listening to us live, you got to hear that whole song. And if you weren't listening to us live, you didn't hear it. Shit. I got some live Morning Wagon. We got to play as they are a staple to this show, and has been for numerous years. And got a song here. It's by dedication. This goes out to all y'all out there. This is with our new singer, with Jason in it. And I'm trying to think of what's the best song that he sings on it. Everyone sounds pretty cool. But the guys in the band told me I can't put this out as an EP because I was going to take a few tracks off it and pimp it out, but okay, you know how that goes. Morningwagon.com, check it out. We got a couple shows coming up. We got one in January. Looking at booking some more shows in February as well. We also have this show. We're doing a little tour spot with Udo Dirkschneider. Where he's coming to Cleveland, and we're going to be direct support with him as he's going to be playing all except songs, the songs that he's sang on. So it's going to be a pretty cool show. So if you guys have been able to check Dirk Schneider overseas, man, he's been selling out like crazy. Cool dude, man. He's been on the show numerous times, and had to have a blast with him, man. He's a cool guy. So, yeah, there we go. So I'm going to play you some Morning Wagon. It was live. This was recorded just a few weeks ago, and here you go, man. This is pretty cool. I mean, I really haven't. These are they're not mastered tracks. They're just basics. I did a little editing to them, so excuse me if this shit doesn't sound CD quality because they weren't made that way, but they're pretty fucking close. So shut the fuck up. Here you go, man. This one goes out to Jeff Kiss. Beavis, Curtis, 55, Ringo, Paul, John, Luke, Pete, Andrew, Consuela. These people that are in the chat room right now. This goes out to you guys. This is Rising. This here's some Morning Wagon for you guys. I may bust out some more of the later in the show. Be there March 3rd, Cleveland Agora. there you go. There's some more.
Thanks, guys. Ride shot.
That's right. That was Rising. That was by Morning Wagon going out the Groove. And all the guys out there as well. Let's get John on the phone. It's ringing. It's good. Always a good sign. Hello, John.
Hello?
Hello, John. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Are you there, sir?
Yes, are you there?
Now I hear you.
Oh, what's going on?
Yeah.
Am I fading in and out over there?
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, pretty good.
You were there for a bit.
Oh, let me shut down one of these browsers. There. Maybe that'll fix it. How's that? Do I sound a little better?
You do. Hear you loud and clear now.
Thank God. So what's going on, man?
Not much. How are you?
Oh, I'm hanging in there. Man, to have a busy show tonight. I was listening to some of your new music tonight, and it's some heavy shit.
Cool.
Loving it, man. For people who are tuning in right now, we have John from White Wizard, and we're just gonna shoot the shit for a little bit, talk about the latest release, and just see what's going on, man.
Sounds fun.
Nice. So what's going on with you and the band and everything?
Not much. We're just getting ready for rehearsals for a few shows that we've, our first shows that we've booked. We're doing our first at the Whiskey A Go-Go in LA to kind of kick things off, and just playing around the Southern California region, San Diego, Phoenix, Arizona, Las Vegas. Might do San Francisco. Just kind of our first small run, shooting some stuff for a video, and then we're getting ready for some UK stuff in March, and just kind of excited to get the record out there. It's been a process to get it done, and we're excited to see how people feel about it, and kind of get it out there, and then I think things will start to take off from there, beyond that.
Oh, yeah. It's good, man. You got a great product that you're putting out there, and this is a time that music needs
kind
it.
of losing you again there.
Oh, are you? I'm running out of other options. Okay. I got everything closed down but us. Okay, is that any better?
A little bit. Still kind of clunky, but it's better.
Hey, you sound good over here, though. Okay.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I can hear you.
Yeah, still breaking. Still, it's like I'm getting just a little bit.
Oh, let's see. Let me try shutting some more things down over here.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just shutting down another computer that's probably sucking on the bandwidth.
Yeah, still kind of can't really make out what you're saying. It's kind of.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's still sporadic, but somewhat.
If you want, I can call you back on my phone. I just put it on the speaker. You want to do that?
Yeah, you're cutting out a lot. Hard to hear you.
Okay, let me call you right back. Ring. Ring-a-ling, ding-ding-dong.
Hello?
Hey, John.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's sounding better.
Yeah, I got him on my cell phone, and I put it on speaker. For some whatever reason, man, the internet's like really horrible tonight.
Understood.
Gotcha. Hey, so where are you at right now?
I'm actually up in Northern California. I'm in Placerville, California.
Okay, so you're nowhere around those fires then.
No, nowhere around where?
The fires?
No. Luckily, I'm actually away from that, which is great. It's a pretty scary thing, and it's a lot of my friends are dealing with it. It's been kind of crazy. It's been a crazy 3 months. We had a bunch of fires in my old hometown of Santa Rosa, California. A lot of friends lost their places, and now I've got other friends in Los Angeles that are dealing with, this. It's just been absolutely crazy.
Oh yeah, man. I watched that over here. We're in the Cleveland area, but we get all the news and there's pushing at the fires out there, and man, it's insane just seeing just how fast that stuff is just sweeping through and just eating everything up.
It's been nuts, man. It's really kind of crazy too, because my wife and I were in Sonoma County about June, and we were considering renting a house there.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of wanting to get out of Los Angeles, and I'm from Sonoma County, and we almost rented this house. Didn't end up happening, and literally 2 months later, all the fires happened, and everything around where that house was burned down. Absolutely nuts. And then about a month and a half after that, we almost rented a house in Ojai, California, which is by Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
And now they're burning down to the ground. So it's ironic. Both places for different reasons, serendipity, whatever, didn't end up happening. And if we'd have rented spots at either place, it would have probably been pretty hectic. I don't know if the houses themselves we were considering getting burnt down, but nonetheless, just a crazy setup overall.
Yeah, that's nuts. I used to live down in San Diego, and I used to when the fires used to pop out there and on the desert and stuff, and working their way in. Man, I used to pray to God I would never, come over to the downtown area or anywhere where people were living at, because I didn't want them to take my Roberto's Mexican restaurants for me.
Yeah, it's really fire is scary stuff when the winds pick up, and you can literally just pick up the fire like fireballs and just take it to places, and all of a sudden stuff's going up. I mean, it's impossible to control when the winds are that bad, and it's crazy. So right now, that's what they're dealing with in Ventura and a lot of the spots in Southern California is the same. Massive, right?
Yeah, man. For people who never experience anything like that, man, and for people who move out there and to see that for the first time, the fires, then you got to deal with the earthquakes and just all the weird stuff out there, man. It's like a culture shock. Have you had any problems over there with that? You there? Okay, well, it looked like we lost the feed again, and this is on cell phone, so it was kind of weird. So I understand. Wait, here we go. John, you there?
Hey, buddy. It looks like you lost me again there.
Yeah. This sort of turning into a train wreck.
Well, we'll keep trying. Let's
all
see
right.
if we can hang through it.
No problem. Yeah, so before we lose you again, we talked about the fires and all that, and so let's get back into music here and talk about the band. And we already talked about you're ramping up, getting ready for doing a video and hitting the road and everything. This is what your fourth release, isn't it?
This is a what?
Your fourth release.
It's a fourth full length. Yeah. I mean, if you included the High Speed GTO EP, it would technically be our fifth. Which was our first thing that we did. That was an EP of 7 songs. It was practically a record. Yeah. So, but it's our fourth official full length.
Yeah. For the people who aren't familiar with your band, you want to give them a little brief about it?
Yeah, I mean, we're a band that was formed. I formed the band out of, kind of a blowback to all the heavy metal that was happening about 10 years ago. The band formed about our first shows were late 2007, so it's been about 10 years now that we got this thing going. And, I wanted to kind of get back to the roots of the kind of heavy metal and hard rock I loved. That had good songwriting and just made me feel good. And I just thought it had gotten kind of gray, and I'd gotten kind of bored with what was coming out. I mean, I liked progressive bands like Opeth and a few things that were coming out that were interesting, but overall the metal scene had kind of just burned me out, and I really wanted to get back into that kind of a feel, melody and songwriting and all the stuff that made me be a musician. Iron Maiden, Rush. Zeppelin, Metallica, Black Sabbath, Judas Priest. That's all the stuff. Scorpion, that's Van Halen. That's all the stuff that that woke me up and made me want to be a musician for life. And I've been playing with other groups and touring. And I was bored. And I was always a songwriter and poet. And I said, I'm going to make my own band, and that's kind of just what I did. And it's kind of the rest was history after that.
Mm-hmm. What made you come up with the name White Wizard?
I remember we put a bunch of names on a piece of paper, and that's the one we liked the most that everybody agreed on. And sometimes it's really hard to get everybody to agree on a band name or anything else in the band for that matter. And we must have gone through 20 different ideas of band names that we'd all thrown down, and we finally just thought, White Wizard would be cool, and it was decided we would use two Z's in Wizard, and that was kind of it. We, James LaRue and I, who was kind of the beginning with me when I was starting the band, we're both really into nerdy stuff like Lord of the Rings and Dungeons and Dragons and wizards and all that stuff. So it's kind of a throw. It's also kind of a throw back to Dio. Big Ronnie James Dio fans, and he always used a lot of wizards and thematic dragons and things of that nature in his thing. I like that otherworldly kind of stuff, and I think it kind of adds to the experience and makes it a little bit more mystical and epic.
Has anybody compared your music, or saying just by looking at the name and saying that's like a Christian band?
Yeah, no, definitely not. my lyrics are, if you've read them over the years, are very, very against organized religion or any kind of group thought. It's very, very much about individuality and rising above all that. So definitely would not fall into that category.
And right now in the background, I'm playing Chasing Dragons. So you're talking about dragons, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, well, I mean, the song Chasing Dragons lyrically is actually, the song is about, the term chasing the dragon is a very old term slang for a heroin addiction or chasing a high that you can never get.
Yeah.
And the lyrics are tied in. I was going through a really tough relationship at the time and kind of into how love a lot of times is like that too. Like we're chasing a high, we have that initial high with someone when we first, get together, and then when life stuff kicks in, and when the initial high wears off, we seem to fight with each other and go through all these difficult times chasing that high that we had in the beginning. And so it's kind of metaphoric, it's kind of talking about how love is kind of the same in a lot of ways.
Nice. Yeah, but looking at the cover of your latest release, the Inferno Overdrive, who came up with the idea of that whole look?
For the cover art?
Yes.
Yeah, that we had a fan named Chris Byron Hardy, who's a fantastic artist, and he had done a piece for us for a concert we did as a flyer, and I really liked it. And I kind of had an idea, and he had an idea. We were kind of on the same page. I wanted something that was kind of, Mad Max-ish, kind of futuristic, things aren't going very well with the human race and, massive chaos. And so we kind of went for, I've got a 65. I used to have a 69 GTO convertible, which is in a lot of our early videos. And the song High Speed GTO was written about. I now have a 1965 GTO convertible, which is the one pictured on this cover, which will be in our next video. So, we wanted to sneak that in and just have some fun with it, and have the wizard character on there. He kind of finds his way into everything, and so it's kind of, him with this souped up GTO with all sorts of, I guess Mad Max-ish guns and craziness on it, and you can kind of see a bunch of futuristic nonsense going on in the background,
Mm-hmm. Now, who'd you say did the cover art?
His name's Chris Byron Hardy. He's on Facebook, and he's over in the UK. He's a good friend of the band, and he did a great job for us. He actually did all the internal artwork. He did all the artwork for the record, and he did a fantastic job.
Nice. Did you, when putting this record together, the new one, did you have a new producer or any new people that jumped on board to help you put it together?
No, I mean, I've really developed a chemistry with Ralph Patlin, the producer, who's pretty much done everything with us from day one. I've worked with him on other projects, too, and just as a songwriter and visionary, he gets where I'm going with this thing, and he's got amazing ears, and he's just a fantastic guy to work with, to produce albums with. He mixes them, makes them sound fantastic, and him and Wyatt Anderson, the singer, and myself just have a really good chemistry. Mm-hmm. This is our third full-length we're doing together. And I believe it's our best work yet. I think we just keep getting better every time we work together, and real excited about it. I think the album sounds fantastic, and Ralph did a great job. Yeah,
when you listen to this, man, there's so much cohesion throughout the whole thing, and that's one of the things that I caught on to with the vibe. Is that how you were looking to this one? Is?
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely, when I'd written this album over a couple of years, I really had a vision for exactly what I wanted it to be. I wanted Wyatt Anderson to sing the record. A lot of serendipity brought us all back together. And, James J. LaRue is such a fantastic lead guitar player, and he was, there at the beginning with me. So to have him back in and have just two amazing virtuosos at what they do, as a writer and visionary, when you create something, you got to have your Al Pacino and your Robert De Niro, and it's just those two guys are that. Wyatt's just such an impeccable singer. I write the vocal melodies going into everything and the lyrics, but then Wyatt takes them and just makes them his own. It's just a very seamless, great process between the three of us, between producer, vocalist, and songwriter, and we just always end up coming up with great stuff together. And once again, I think it's the best thing we've ever done. I think Wyatt and James LaRue just destroyed it on vocals and lead guitar, and I'm excited for everyone to hear it.
Nice. Yeah, it's really good, man. I'm looking for, I think this is coming out in January, isn't it, like the 14th or something?
The 12th, yeah, January 12th.
Okay. Yeah, it's good.
On M-Series Audio.
Yeah, we're going to do everything we can in our part here to really help get the word out there, and I'll do a review of it and everything, and like I said, we'll pimp the hell out of it, do what we could do with all our network and everything, and we'll try to get you guys, get our support and our fans and our listeners behind you as well.
Yeah, man, thanks. We really appreciate everybody. We're really, really excited to get this out there, and it's definitely, we're one of those cult kind of bands, so all the support that everybody gives us is greatly appreciated, and that's really a big part of us continuing to grow. We're kind of a band like Rush in that way. We're not going to be a mainstream media kind of band or a flash in the pan kind of heavily pushed, band. We're a band that's, there on the substance of the music, and we're in it because of the music. And so that we're excited, and we're stoked to have, all the support we can get.
I understand that. And when your music is strong, so it'll stand through time. So it's not that music that's going to be, it's poppier and it's going to catch people for a few days or a few months. This is stick around for a while.
Yeah, thanks, man. I think that's been our one thing that I think has carried us through all the difficulty we've always gone through as a unit. Is we've managed to, I think, consistently be in it for the right reasons, and I think our music kind of stands the test of time in the catalog, and we're excited to keep building on that, because I think, again, bands like Rush, or my heroes and the reason that I got into music, they had to persevere, but they just kept making good records, and they were in it for the right reasons, and eventually it paid off, and that's all you can do is just keep making the music for the right reasons, and believe in the connection with the fans, and the people are going to continue to connect to the music, and you just hope that from there, that things find their way.
That's right. Let's see here, just a couple more things. We'll let you get going. How can people get a hold of your catalog and the back music and when the current one comes out?
Well, obviously we, the catalog itself, it's out there. All they got to do is Google and look for the records, and there's all sorts of different avenues to buy it. We're hoping to have some control of that at some point here and start putting them on our own websites and things of that nature. So as things progress, there's always ways to get it. I just if they just Google our catalog. I know Amazon is always a great outlet for it online, and a lot of record stores still carry it, or they can order it, things of that nature.
Nice. And where are the websites there where people can go to follow you guys and to buy merch and hook up with you guys?
Yeah, well, whitewizardrecords.com will be up shortly. We're revamping the website and getting it ready for the release. So whitewizardrecords.com will have merch on there. We'll be adding merch as we go, and some stuff that you can only get exclusively on the website. So we're excited to get that. And the Facebook, of course, Facebook.com/whitewizard will always have updates on it as well.
Nice. John, can you do us a quick favor?
Sure.
Can you do a promo ID for our radio show? Just say your name, the band you're with, you're listening to Maximum Threshold, and throw some crazy out at the end of it. Don't put no thought into it.
So, just tell me what you want me to say, and I'll say it to the T.
No, you can wing it. Just say your name, the band you're with, you're listening to Maximum Threshold, then throw some crazy out at the end of it, and don't put no thought into it.
So just say you're listening to Maximum Threshold.
Yeah, with your name. Please say your name first, who you're with.
Yeah, sure, you got it. You let me know when to start.
Go for it.
This is John Leon from White Wizard, and you're listening to Maximum Threshold.
Nice.
How's that?
That's perfect, man. It'll work. You didn't throw nothing.
Cool.
You didn't throw nothing crazy out at the end of it, but that's okay.
That's all good.
Well, John, hey, thank you for taking time out and talking with us and help getting the word out there for the new White Wizard with Inferno Overdrive, which is coming out on January 12th.
Yeah, thanks, man. We really appreciate the support, dude.
Anytime, man. And sorry about the way the phones turned out, but we still got you back on here.
No worries, man. We made it happen.
That's
We're
right.
Here.
Okay, man. Have yourself a good one.
All right, dude. Take care. Have a good one, man.
You too.
Yeah, bye-bye.
I'd like to thank John for calling in tonight. And, hey, if you guys are texting me, ask him messages the past night. I couldn't do that because it was on my phone. Yeah, that's how I was talking to him. So I'm sorry it didn't work out that way. Just, shit happens. So here you go, man. Here's a title track off the latest White Wizard release, Inferno Overdrive. And the track, Inferno Overdrive, here on Maximum Threshold Radio. Horns up, fish in the air, baby. You can now hear the Maximum Threshold radio show on Stitcher Radio. Stitcher allows you to listen to your favorite shows directly from your iPhone, Android phone, BlackBerry, and Palm Pre, on demand and on the go. Don't have Stitcher? Download it for free today at Stitcher.com. Once again, you can hear Maximum Threshold radio show on Stitcher.com.
Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits, a 99.5% uptime guarantee, and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now.
You want to listen to Maximum Threshold Radio on your phone? You can do so. The app is out there, baby. Tune In Radio. Go to your little market there and download Tune In Radio. Just type that in the search, Tune In Radio. Once you download that app, click it, activate it, blah, blah, blah. Search Maximum Threshold. Once again, that's Tune In Radio. You can also catch the podcast on there also. It's real nice. Check it out. Tune In Radio for Maximum Threshold Radio live.
Hey, it's contest time. Be the second person to text the show at 440-252-0058 wins. That's right, call number 2, 440-252-0058. Shoot us a text and you'll win.
You can text message the show right now at 440-252-0058. Once again, that's 440-252-0058. Text the show.
Hello, this is Jeff Kiss, and you're listening to Maximum Threshold.net.
That's right. Thanks, Jeff Kiss. Let's see. Oh, what is this? Oh, ain't nothing there. Okay, so it don't work. Okay, I'm going to play a block of music here. Maximum Threshold, you're on air.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Dominic. It's Jason Cross on here. How are you?
Hey, great, man. How you doing?
Good, good. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound great over here.
Okay, great. All right.
Nice. So what's going on at 2 o'clock in the afternoon over there?
Yeah, Sunday, 2 p.m. Yeah.
Okay.
But all good. How you guys going?
Oh, pretty good, man. We're just kind of wrapping it up over here. We have you coming on to close the show.
Oh, fantastic.
Nice.
Thank you so much.
So what's going on over there?
Oh, man, it's, well, we're heading into summer now, so I don't know about you guys.
Oh, man. Had 3 inches of snow. We just got hit with snow. It sucks.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we have to travel like 6 hours to see anything like that.
Yeah. Gotta go up towards
Sorry?
You gotta go up towards Cairns in that area, or do you gotta go down south?
No, see, we're in Sydney, so
Yeah.
we're pretty much.
Oh, it's gotta go down to Brisbane and.
Yeah. So you got Cairns and Brisbane, which is in the state of Queensland.
Yeah.
We're in the state of New South Wales, a bit further south.
I was over there in '89. Last time I was in Sydney, and I got to check out a real killer concert over there at what the hell is that pavilion?
The
Horton. That's it, Horton Pavilion. I went and saw Metallica when they were there in '89.
Oh, what? Oh my God, I was there.
Were you? There was a riot there. Remember that?
Yeah. That was the Justice for All tour.
Yes,
right?
it was. Had a blast. Mortal Sin opened up.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I just happened to be. I was in the Navy, and we just happened to pull in port. I think it was either that day or the day before, and I wanted to check out what was going on in the downtown area. So I was going through. I think it was Woolloomooloo. I think it was the area I was at, and I went into a record store or something, and I was looking through a magazine, and they said Metallica will be here. I think it was like I don't know, May 19th or whatever it was. And I was like, hey, that's coming up pretty soon. Maybe we'll check it out. And the guy was like, I was with, he goes, that's tonight. So we went through this whole spiel of trying to get to the pavilion there. And I was like, well, I know the guys in the band. If I could just get to them, or even one of the roadies, I can get us in. And so with the whole thing, we had a blast. We were backstage with the band and stuff, and hanging out with them. And you know what? One of the coolest thing about the whole thing was, before the show even started, we were out in front of the pavilion there. There's like the grass area right across the street from it, and we're sitting there, and I'm telling these Metallica stories to all these other metalheads that are around me. It was pretty cool. It made me feel like I was Jesus talking with my apostles. We're telling metal stories, man. It was great. They're like, Metallica's never played here. This is their first time. They're here in Australia, and I had a blast, man. I love Sydney.
Oh, awesome. Fantastic.
I have nothing but good stories.
You got to get yourself back again.
Oh, I know, man. I love that area. It was so nice. I spent so much time in Asia and all through those areas. And once we went down there, it was like a whole new world opened up for us. And we got to go up to Cairns, went up the northern area, and do a little swimming in the Barrier Reef up there. And man, I had a blast, man. I loved that area.
Fantastic.
I got to go to.
Never too late.
Oh, I know. Just got to save up a lot of money for that.
Yeah. I know. Sorry.
Okay, enough about my stories, man, because I can go on about King's Cross and shit like that, and the hookers and all that stuff, man. I got some good stories over there. Oh yeah. Who does it when you're going through visiting through Sydney and you end up in the Cross?
Yeah, that's right. Oh, it's quieting down a lot now. They've put restrictions on lockout laws and all that sort of stuff. It's just ridiculous. All those businesses are now just suffering big time or shutting doors.
Wow.
Yeah, I think they put a lockout law till 12 o'clock or something, and it was just like, that's it, no more drinks after 1 o'clock. And these businesses survived from from 1 till 6 in the morning. That was their trade. So
yeah.
They're becoming a very conservative state.
That's crazy.
So we'll just have to change that.
Yeah, I hear you. Have you ever made it over to Perth?
I'd been once to Perth. Yeah. It's very nice.
Yeah.
I found it quite modern and clean and easy to get around and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, it was very nice.
Yeah, it was just.
But they want to break away from Australia, the Western Australians, and create their own state. And,
yeah.
Give us a break.
It's almost like I want to say like Perth was sort of like a suburb to like Sydney. It was like a more mellower version of it.
Yeah. A lot quieter. They're quite conservative over there as well.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Now, I know one thing I always talk about when I talk to somebody who's in Sydney is down by the Opera House, man. When I was there, they had those people was selling stuff out in front of the Opera House, like little vendors and stuff. They had a guy out there who had the boxing kangaroo. Did you ever see the boxing kangaroo that was out there?
A boxing kangaroo?
Yeah. Well, I was out drinking, and I ended up back at the Opera House there, and they had this guy out there. He had his boxing kangaroo, and you came like it was $5 or whatever it was, and he'd do like a little boxing with him out in the front, and
a real kangaroo.
Yeah, a real one. Yeah, and so he had boxing gloves on, and I'm like, oh, this thing couldn't hurt anybody. So I was slapping in his face, and the thing gave me an uppercut from nowhere. Next thing you know, I was peeling my face off the concrete.
Oh my God!
That's sort of something you'd see like in a cartoon.
Oh, that's hilarious. I'm sure there's lots of, legal liability laws about now.
Yeah, I bet there is. Okay, let's talk about your band, man. Let's talk about Cross Zone.
Sure. Oh, sorry, yeah, we better talk about that, yeah.
You've been around for a while with the band. Want to fill everybody in? Go on.
Yeah, look, it's been going for a while, but it wasn't until about 4 years ago we went, right, okay, I'm taking this really seriously now.
Mm-hmm.
Hopped on a plane, got the deal, got people like Dwayne Barron involved, who's produced and engineered for like Motley Crue and Ozzy and Alice Cooper, and then we got a good product, and then I shopped it overseas. We got a deal in Germany, and it just sort of taken from there. So yeah, it was very independent for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Just releasing stuff locally, and it wasn't until I just went, right, this is it. Let's get the image happening properly. Let's get the music sounding right. Let's get some big guns involved.
Yeah.
And once they sort of got involved, people started taking it seriously, and it's just sort of stemming from there,
Oh yeah. How did you guys get so popular in Japan?
In Japan?
Yeah.
Look, I'm just. I don't know how popular we are. You get likes from everywhere around the world. We do have a sort of a specific. We have sort of set ourselves up a little bit in Japan,
mm-hmm.
just for the Japanese market.
Yeah.
So that's where we're sort of focusing a bit of our marketing attention, just because we feel that they sort of love all this, big hair and makeup and all that theatrical stuff. And we went there a couple of years ago and shot a video and did a little bit of stuff there. So. It's just one of those evolving things that you just try and focus your energies on, and hopefully it comes through,
Yeah. Great. And how was the reception when you guys were there?
I think I had a lot of photos taken. Because it's like anywhere you go, I thought I'd blend in because the Japanese are a little bit out there.
Yep.
But it's like everywhere you go, you sort of when you're in your regalia.
Mm-hmm.
People look at you very differently, and photo.
What was the take of why you changed the way you guys looked? What was the reason behind it?
Well, look, we changed it about probably about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Look, we just found the image didn't suit the music, and that's sort of the feedback we were getting.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as we changed that image, and went with the big red hair and the boots and all that, that's when it all fell together.
Okay.
And fell into place. And it's sort of now that the music that we play suits the image. It's the package,
mm-hmm.
and it's like doing anything. It takes a lot of trial and error before you get it right. And eventually we got it right, so we're sticking with that.
You're doing good, man. Are you guys ever going to try to make your way over to the States?
Look, we'd love to get over there.
Yeah.
We'd probably need a good promoter over there to bring us over, and we'll be there, all guns blazing.
Yeah, I hear you. It'd be cool, man. Yeah, if you hit the festivals, man, you guys would blow up over here. There's some good bands that had that sound and they had that look. And you guys would be a perfect fit right into it. For the festivals, not so much doing the regular show-to-show things, but, man, hitting the festivals, you guys would do, I think you do really good at.
Yeah, that's the intention. So we just sort of got to get us out there and get those promoters noticing us, that's all.
Yep, that's the tough part, man, right there.
That's the hardest part of anything,
Mm-hmm.
Putting the product together is the easy bit.
Yeah.
Getting it out there to the world, that's a different story.
Yep.
Well, thanks to guys like you, pushing us out. We appreciate it.
Gotta do what we gotta do, man. We gotta help each other out.
Fantastic. It's much appreciated.
Oh, no problem. Do you have any sponsors other than like music support? You got like the clothing sponsors or anybody like that behind you guys?
No, we haven't really. All our costumes and stuff. We've sort of had them all made.
Mm-hmm.
Like we sort of haven't sort of gone out there, and in the early days, we pick a little bit from here and pick a little bit from there, but we haven't had sort of anyone sponsor us to push that sort of stuff. And then in the new album that's coming out, we got some girls involved, and they came and designed and basically put everything together for us. But no, we'd love to get some sponsorship as well. So any sponsors out there, come and pay us a visit.
That's right. The sponsors, man, they get them to work with the promoters to bring you over. That's got to find alternative ways of doing it.
Yeah, you got to think outside the box.
That's
now,
right.
With all the streaming that's happening, so no one's making anything from the sales or the music. So we've got to you got to really think outside that box and think of other ways.
Oh yeah.
They're out there. You just got to find them and then go with it.
Mm-hmm. So how are you? What is the vehicle that you guys are getting your music out there to everybody?
Pretty much good PR. I mean, we've got our label in Germany's got a publicist, so we had a lot of press when the album was released in Europe. Getting stuff in Spanish and Italian magazines, and so we're doing a lot of Google translating.
Yeah.
So we're all saying. And then recently, the last day, I think it's been the last 3 months, we've got press up good PR in the States, and obviously now we're sort of hitting the US radios and stuff like that. So yeah, a bit of social media. It's a combination of everything, I think. Social media and good press and radio stations such as you guys, and just getting it out there.
How hard is it to get your music like in the Australian radio? How hard is that?
Look, we don't really try that hard over here. It's just we're not concentrating on this market. It's just not out.
Yeah.
They're not really into the glam rock. So our focus is is Europe, is the US, is Japan, and we do a little bit of stuff here. We've got a press agent here. And we get some press happening here and a bit of social media and all that sort of stuff. But our main focus is the bigger territories. And a commercial radio just probably wouldn't go with something like us. I guess you could call us an 80s style band.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's still a lot of paper play. Yeah, it's still a lot of paper play here for the commercial radio station. So.
But how hard is it?
Okay.
How hard is it for like a band out there to really get their music on the regular radio out there? Are there a lot more restrictions on it?
Oh, look, it's just I guess it's being in the right place at the right time. I believe. Everyone sort of struggles, but a lot of Australian bands, especially in the genre that we're doing, are finding they're having more success overseas. Yeah. They're getting more airplay in the US, they're getting more airplay and it's been like that for a long time. I remember speaking to guys 10, 15 years ago, same thing they were saying, We get more airplay in Germany than we do in Australia.
Oh, I hear you. How about New Zealand? You get any support over in that area?
I don't know. We did a little tour there not that long, a couple of years back. So that's even a smaller market,
Yeah.
The population is, I think, about 4 million, So it's, the great thing about the US and about Europe is, you're covering a lot of people in one hit.
Yeah.
And focusing your marketing dollars and energy on a smaller territory, like you say, New Zealand. I mean, we get a bit of dribs and drabs from the Australian stuff because it's, the Australian press that we're getting, people from New Zealand like log in and check all that sort of stuff out as well. So.
Let's see. Back with your latest release. What makes this one more different than your past ones?
Spreading the rock and roll disease.
Yes. Yep.
Look, this is where we got people like Dwayne Barron, who's, I think I mentioned before, who's worked with Motley Crue and Poison. So, and we've another guy involved called Mikko Kamila, who's a European engineer. He's done most of the Nightwish albums and Stradivarius. So the sound is bigger. We've got a bigger sound. We matured with our writing, and we came up with this album. And we was like, wow, we're not going to settle until we get a deal. So that's when we started shopping. It was just sticking to your guns and not releasing anything else until we got a deal for this album. And I think that's on this album. the magic came together. You know, the image suited the music. The songs were big. They were catchy. They had a big sound. The harmonies were there. It was what we'd been working towards all these years, and we got it down pat on that album.
Nice.
And then, you know, with the next album, working on the next album, we know what we're doing. You know? So it's like anything, just trial and error till you get it right.
Was the writing different with this one?
I think we matured a bit with the writing. You know, you just, whatever comes into your head, and you realise that sometimes there's a bit of a formula to things. And just keeping it simple. We're not out there to try and, you know, write epics or be any prog sort of a band. We just want to keep it simple, keep the songs catchy. We want it in people's heads, so when they hear them, they're off singing them. And that's just what we are. I mean, it's the sort of stuff I love listening to is, you know, catchy, good melodic rock.
Yep.
If it gets too complicated or technical, you know, I sort of tend to switch it off. So you tend to do what you like to listen to. And just, you know, if you like it, then there's other people out there that obviously like it.
That's right.
So that is the cross-on sound. That's the cross-on the songs that we deliver. We just try and make it. You know, this is something that it's going to be in the back of your head. It's going to be annoying you. Hopefully, it's going to be annoying you because you can't get it out of your head.
I hear you. It definitely it has that. It does. It rings in your head. And the choruses are, you know, real catchy and hooky, and that's what you do, man. The riffs are right there, so everything's all together for you guys on this one.
Yeah, it came together, so we're really happy with it, and we know what direction we're heading with now for future releases, and we're sort of happy with that direction. And I mean, if the genre's still happening, it's people will, you know, say, you know, that heavy rock stuff is dying. It's no way.
No.
In Europe, that's all they listen to.
That's right.
You guys, you're playing all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely like growing and growing and growing. That's the whole idea. We're spreading the rock and roll disease.
Yep. Who came up with the concept of the cover of the latest one?
Well, I sort of we went through all the photos from the photo shoot. And I went, right, I like that one. Sat with my art guy, and we went, right, this is what we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So we played around with it for a while, and it all sort of came together. Let's go with this. Let's go with the burning city. Let's go with the flames. Let's go with the heavens opening up.
Yep. You got everything in it. You got a crowd in the front.
Yeah, that's it.
Perfect. Is that like a apocalypse kind of thing going on there?
Oh, I guess you could call it that. You know, out with the hip hop and all the unbearable commercial music, and in with the rock and roll. You know,
that's it.
Seek and destroy.
That's it. So, is there anything else that you want to talk about?
Oh, look. Look, guys, come and check us out at on Facebook. Give us a big like.
Mm-hmm.
It's Cross on Rock. Check out the videos at YouTube, Cross on Rock, and you'll get an idea of what Cross on is, because it's more than just a band. When this was put together, I used Paul Stanley's advice. I remember hearing him in an interview saying they wanted to put together the band they wanted to see. So this is exactly what we've done.
Yeah.
I put together the band that I want to see. 2 sexy girls, big theatrics, great image, bombastic live stage show, catchy rock, stuff that, you know, people are paying money to see. They've got to get their money's worth, and that's what we're giving them.
Now, where do you find these chicks at to be on the stage with you guys?
We have to go through agencies and find the right people, you know, and do the auditions and do that whole the whole thing, and then you pick the two that are going to work for you. That, you know, that dance well. They can learn the song. They can learn the choreography really quickly. Look great together. We look great with the band and so forth. So that's how it's all sort of done. You just pick the cream of what you can get.
That's right. So who taught them who did the choreography for them?
Choreography. I'm just trying to think on for those videos. I think it's right. We had a choreographer with the name of Yolanda Thomas. She's actually in LA at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Been there for a few years doing the Big Jam or something like that. There is.
Huh.
She's been our choreographer for quite some time. So we get the girls in with professional dancers, and they pick this stuff up. So looking at them going, how the hell did they learn all that in an hour? Just as well, I'm not doing it. It'll take me a month.
Yeah, when you watch your videos, man, and if you close your eyes and you open your eyes real quick and you see them moving around there, you would think you're watching an old Motley Crue video.
I know, yeah. Well, I remember years ago when they came out, and the two girls came out, and I went, wow, that makes a big difference.
Yeah, it does.
That makes having those girls there, it just adds that element, that sexy element to it. So
that's right.
Yeah.
Close your eyes away.
From him.
Close your eyes away from Vince. Give you something better to look at.
Oh my God. Yes, he has certainly changed over the years.
Yeah, he did. He filled in. Let's see here.
How's the show going?
Oh, pretty good, man. I'm getting ready to close down here in a couple minutes here.
Fantastic.
So what song would you like me to play for everybody off your latest release?
Wow, okay. Well, we could either go with the title track. It depends how heavy you're going tonight. If you want to go heavy, I'd go with the title track, Spreading the Rock and Roll Disease. Or something a bit more melodic, maybe Lies, or Take Another Shot. I'll leave it to you.
I want the heaviest one you have. Which one is that?
Spreading the Rock and Roll Disease.
Gotcha.
Let's go with the title track.
Sounds good. Let's hear. Can you do us a quick favor?
Yeah, sure.
Can you do a promo ID for our radio show? Just say your name, the band you're with, you're listening to Maximum Threshold, and throw something crazy out at the end of it, and don't put no thought into it.
Okay, you're done. All right, you're on. All right. You go for it? Yep.
Go. Yep.
All right, well, this is Jason Crosson from Crosson in Sydney, Australia, and you're listening to Maximum Threshold Radio. Rock and keep it alive.
That was perfect. Hey, man, I definitely thank you for taking the time out and talking with us and getting the word out there, especially for hearing my crazy stories that I have when I was out there.
I'd love to hear some more someday.
And I didn't bring up no Finding Nemo questions or anything like that, so we're good. Okay, man. Hey, I really thank you very much for calling in and being part of the show. And like I said, man, we're here for you. You got my number and stuff, and we're definitely do whatever we can to help get the word out there for you.
Beautiful, and much appreciated, and thanks for for supporting us and keeping the genre alive.
Anytime, man.
All the best. Take care.
You too. Have a good one. Okay.
Take care.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Loud and can be right. We're heading for a revolution.
You are listening to the Maximum Threshold Radio Show. We come to you live every Saturday night, 8 to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Once again, this is the Maximum Threshold Radio Show. MaximumThreshold.net. Thanks for tuning in. Horns up. Fist in the air.
Ladies and gentlemen, World's Sexiest Man 2016, Dominic the Tank Smasher, Reedy! Yeah. Before we hit this last song, we got to give a shout out to Mark LaPresto, who helped write a lot of these songs in their original stages. Thank you, Mark. I already talked about that. There's going to be a slam dunk contest between Dom and my dad after the show, so stick around.
It's what you don't know that can hurt you. What you don't know, what you do, probably will. What you don't know, you motherfuckers, what you do. Don't go looking for what you don't want to find. You may find something that will blow your mind. If you don't know how to deal with it, everybody's life will turn into shit. And there will be no turning back, like a train jumping off the track. Can you see what it is you were digging for? Satisfied, or do you need to look some more? What you don't know won't hurt you. What you do probably will. When you say never know physical ignorance, you can't avoid unhappy circumstance. If you mind your own mind and they mind a mind, you man is the sign and man is the time. Things is bad about a left unsaid. Darkness in the bomb is done into your head. Darkness can give you life another tone. What you don't know won't hurt you. What you do probably will. What you don't know won't hurt you. What you do probably will. Don't know. Don't know. Don't know. Wow. will. What you don't know won't hurt you. What you do probably will. What you don't know won't hurt you. What you do probably will. What you don't know won't hurt you. What you do probably will. Probably will. Probably will.
Stephen Holman, Shannon Hankel, Jason Simonelli, Dominic, the Sex Machine Reedy, and my name is Rick Springfield.
There you go, man. That's how you end the show. I definitely thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Man, it was a killer show. Had some little snafus there for a bit with the phones, but made it through it, man. Yep. You guys were my wingman. Needed you guys this time. But I'd like to thank everybody who was part of the show tonight. Man, everyone from Christian Palin to John Leone and to Jason Crosson. I want to thank all you guys. Covered 3 countries, 3 parts of the world, Finland, the States, and Australia. Who else does that? All in a 3-hour show. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. It was a real cool show, man. We'll have the show posted up here pretty soon. But hey, thanks for tuning in. If you listen to us live, you heard a lot of other stuff that you did not get in the recorded version of this on the iTunes and the Google Music, whatever the hell that is, or Apple Podcasts, whatever the hell they call it these days. Kids in these technology things. But I thank you, man, for tuning in. Hey, wherever you're hearing us, man, and you're able to subscribe to our show, please do. Please subscribe your friends. Grab their phones. Go on Apple iTunes or whatever the hell they call it, Apple Podcasts. Subscribe them to this. So turn them on to some really cool music and some wild interviews and all that good stuff. Because we're here for you, man. We've been here. We've been doing this for 13 years, I think it is now. I'm starting to lose track. Man. Definitely going to be taking us back on the road again, the show. Going in, doing some concerts and stuff. And looking forward to this summer. It's going to be pretty wild for us. Especially with Morning Wagon, with the band. We got some big things lined up. Some big shows. Working on some festivals. So we'll see about a little tour. Something we could toss in there maybe. We'll see what happens, man. Maybe we'll be hitting your area, your country, your town. And if we're there, be there. It's definitely, if you have an opportunity to check us out, man, get into the VIP section with us and hang out with us. We'll do some cool stuff with you guys. Yes. So, hey, we're getting out of here, but I thank everybody for tuning in again this week. Subscribe and give us stars and everything. Please do that. That helps us out with the rankings. And what it means with the rankings is the higher that we're up, the more promotion that they do for us. And we're looking for sponsors as well. So if anybody out there has a band or something and you want to get them sponsored and we could play your commercials promoting your show, get a hold of me at mtrshow@gmail.com, or you could text message me at 440-252-0058. Once again, you can email me at mtrshow, that's mtrshow@gmail.com, or you can click the contact on the website, do the same way, or hit me up on Facebook. Either way, something like that. If you wanted to get your band on our show here, we'll do like 30-second plug on there. And if you want to be interviewed on the show, we'll talk about some other package deals that we have going on for the website. Everything goes to the promotion of you and to help build up this radio program. And we're trying to get some new equipment here. The equipment's starting to get a little old. I got to get some new mics, some stands, and eventually I get me another laptop for taking us on the road. I mean, I still got the gear for the when we take this and we go mobile. But yeah, I got to get a new laptop for it, but I still got the mixer and the cords and all the other crap that goes with it. I'm looking forward to pulling that, but that's a pain in the butt sometimes when you're doing some shows out there. Okay, well, I'm like, I don't need to be talking all this bullshit. Okay, I'll see you guys not next week. Next week I won't be hanging out with Night Ranger, but the following week, different story, same place, same sandbox. We'll be here for you. I don't know if is that the Christmas weekend. I think if it is, man, I don't think we're going to be here. So it'll probably be the week after that. It's like the 30th or something. I don't know. Just watch the website. I'm pimping everything out there. We're getting everything out there. So I'll see you guys next week or a week after that or whenever. I'll put something up for you. Take care, man. Miss you guys. Love you.
You just listened to Maximum Threshold Radio Show. Airs live every Saturday night, 8 p.m. until whenever the fuck they shut up. So tune in.
It is pointless to resist.